Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready with my second topic for this morning. And I want to talk about AI in Major League Baseball umping, calling balls and strikes. I recently, let me see if I can find the best sunlight. Okay, there we go. I recently saw a thumbnail on YouTube for saying that AI was being considered or being tested for calling balls and strikes in Major League Baseball, and I applaud it because I tell you, from ump to ump, the strike zone is different. Also, from inning to inning, the strike zone is different. From team to team, the strike zone is different. I don't think you can help it, but and maybe there's some corruption too, but the emotions of the umps play into how they call a game. But anyways, so I thought if there's any practical application is cut and dried, this will be it. It'll make AI, I think it'll revolutionize the game. I think all the players and coaches will love it. And just judging from my own personal use of ChatGPT AI, oh my heavens, it always doesn't give you the right answer. At least when it comes to things like, visualizations or like a graphic for guitar chords or music related stuff. I mean, it was terrible at this, and it may get better. But it was terrible at this. But when it comes to political discussions, oh my heavens! And it doesn't agree with you. It's very left leaning, and it always gives you the first answer you get if you ask a question is the official narrative, which is usually left leaning. Okay, but if it's a subject you know something about and you question it and press it, it will begin to change its tune and be your friend. I've talked to some people who say that, oh, that's the way it was programmed to give the user, make him feel good about himself. I don't know if that's the case, but it did make me feel a little bit better about myself, and it has put to rest so many arguments and discussions, political discussions with me, because a friend will text me something that is totally opposite of what I believe, and I'll put it into ChatGPT and give it a follow-up question or two to get it and then I send back the ChatGPT response, and I've never had anyone challenge that. They shuts them right up. It's amazing. So let's see, where's the best lighting here? Okay, so let's do a quick 360 of what I'm looking at, and hopefully you can see this better than on the time of day. I think is just perfect because I've got a eastern sunrise shining out towards the west, which maybe highlights what's going on out there. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. So anyways, I have high hopes for ChatGPT, and then, right, it's not going to replace your doctor maybe, but I've had some good luck when it comes to, for example, here's an example, medication. When I got out of the hospital recently, I was put on 3 blood pressure medications, and the side effects were horrendous, and I just couldn't bear it. So my family I wanted to get them off all of them, but my family kind of twisted my arm and said, you have to be on at least one of those. Well, okay, I put the question to ChatGPT, which one of these do you think will give me the least amount of side effects? And then how do I wean myself off these others? Oh, and it gave me some great advice. And so I've kind of found a combination that works for me. The problem with the one medication alone, one pill is the prescription, but it's not a lot. It does not work all day long. Okay, and what would happen is I would wake up every morning with skyrocketing blood pressure, and then have to employ, when I wake up, and start employing my natural methods. But then I made a change. I just said, okay, right before I go to bed, I can take that. And then when I'm awake during the day, I can employ all my natural methods that have nothing to do with medication. Oh, my heavens. All my breathing exercises, my hot baths, my exercise, my black garlic, my cayenne pepper, all my supplements, my what do they call it, nitric oxide enhancer, and I think I found a winning combination. And strangely enough, this will be the last thing I say. I'm going to do it in how many minutes? That is 6 minutes. The last thing I will say is, where's the sunlight? Is that probably the most effective out of all those methods to get my blood pressure down is strenuous cardio exercise. And that has made me up my pickleball playing to at least 3 times a week, sometimes 2 times a day. And when I come home, I sit on the couch, let my blood pressure, let my heart rate drop back to normal, and take my blood pressure, and oh my heavens, I've been breaking records. I look like a 20-year-old when I do that. So, and then they say, I've been watching some other doctors online. One guy who said he was a 30 or 40 years, he was like he taught the doctors at some university back east, some school back east. And he says, strong legs are your safety valve. Having strong leg muscles are your safety valve. Hence, I'm revitalizing my walking and starting to do this. And I even started on days that I don't play pickleball, which would be today. I haven't decided if I have time to do this, but I go to the rec center and I jog one lap, small laps. I think 11 laps equals a mile. I jog 1, walk 1, jog 2, walk 2, jog 3, walk 3. And I think I've completed this once. And when I say jog, I'm not moving very fast. I'm just barely lifting my legs off the ground. But heretofore, since my second stroke, I have not been able to, well, even my first stroke, I can barely move. I can certainly not run or jump. But we'll see what happens. But since this guy said that your legs are the key, it's the safety valve for heart attack and stroke. And then one other medication. This goes back to my dad. He was a pharmacist. He's been passed away since a long time. It's 90 something. But I remember him telling me, "Oh, Mark, you gotta take a baby aspirin every day." I'm taking one in the morning, one at night now, recalling what my dad said. In addition to my one blood pressure medication, and then also all my supplements, nitric oxide, beet juice powder, and this morning I had some protein powder It was organic plant protein that I think we bought at Costco. I came a long time ago. It's been sitting in our house for a couple of years. My kids probably wouldn't dare drink it, but I thought, okay, I got to use that up. So I've been putting 2 scoops in with my nitric oxide powder and then also my beet powder. And I'm starting the first one today. Oh, and then another thing this doctor highly suggests is intermittent or long-term fasting. I mean, extended period fasting. And I've done 3 days before. Day 2 is the toughest, and then day 3 becomes easy, but I'm not prepared to do that. I'm just gonna try to eat 1 meal a day. I'm fasting during the day, and then I'm gonna probably have my first meal at dinner and have a good hearty meal. I'll report back and let you know how things are going. But thank you for listening. Oh, it ran longer than I thought, but thank you for listening. And I have one more story for today, and that was going to be about, the Israeli hostages and Charlie Kirk conspiracy theories. So if you're interested in that, look for my next videos coming up soon. Bye-bye.